Hi, this is Steve Kess. I'm Vice President of Global Professional Relations for Henry Schein, and we're here at the Greater New York Dental Meeting. And I have the privilege of introducing a dear friend and colleague, Dov Sydney, who is the Communication Director for the International College of Dentistry. The occasion for our talk today is about the upcoming International College of Dentistry's 100th anniversary in 2020, and the fact that Henry Schein has chosen to become a global partner with this project. We've been working with the ICD for a decade, and during that time we've come to appreciate how truly they are involved in doing well and giving back to society. Their members are true servant leaders, and one of our goals today is to understand what's on ICD's agenda for the next 100 years. So with that, Dov, welcome. It's great to see you.
Thanks, Steve. Good to be here.
Right. We wanted to ask you, from your perspective, how does ICD see its role going forward into the next century?
Well, it's been quite a century when you think that we started 100 years ago with 2 dentists, and now we have a footprint of projects and programs in over 122 countries. Our 12,000 members are involved in trying to make oral health a priority. And because oral health is not just about teeth, it's about general health, we find ourselves in many situations where we have an impact on the community by improving the oral health. So we hope to do more of that, and by having the support of companies like Schein, we're able to do that.
Well, we look forward to that. We're very big, as you know, on engagement. And we believe that the role of oral health professionals is far greater than the actual service they do, because oral health is so integral to overall health. From your point of view, the engagement of your members, how does that differentiate the ICD from perhaps other organizations?
Well, I don't like necessarily to differentiate, because I think all organizations that provide any humanitarian program are worthy and should be mentioned. But I think we have an institution of humanitarian work that is really unparalleled. Literally hundreds of projects ongoing all the time, and it comes mostly from the members themselves. They travel someplace, or they live in the community, they see what needs to be done, and they're willing to go out through the walls of their dental offices to break down the barriers and help those people with the greatest need. It's the kind of thing that Schein's been doing for a long time.
We totally agree, and which is really the underlying value that we both share as entities. We're big believers in public-private partnerships, as you know, and we wanted to get a sense from you, given that you're in as many countries as you are, you're truly capable of expanding and extending the global reach for oral health. What's some of the processes that you, as an organization, go through from a governance point of view, from a leadership point of view?
Well, we have, first of all, a scientific committee that reviews all the projects. Some of those projects come out of a need that we find. We go to a community and we see they're missing the ability to brush their teeth. They may not have adequate water supply. So it's not enough just to bring them toothbrushes. We have to improve the water supply, make it healthy, so that not only can they brush their teeth, but it also makes for them a healthy community. We've had a lot of impact on communities where we've done things like that. But the idea for us is to partner with our corporate entities that we share values with, because, dentists, and they come to meetings like this, and they buy equipment, they go back and they do their work. But I do believe that most dentists feel a sense of obligation to help those that are underserved. And we tap into that with our members and with those who want to participate in our programs.
So since ICD is an honor society, and you can't join, you have to be recommended by peers, how significant is humanitarian relief, service to the community, the role of oral health, the role of the dentist in overall health? How big of an issue is it for you?
For us, it's number one. I mean, that is our ethos: humanitarian care, educating dentists to be able to provide care, bringing services and product to locations. Some of them are the most far removed and remote you can imagine. And we have dedicated dentists in the ICD that just see it as their mission to improve the world through oral health, because that's what we know how to do.
Right. And we all know the value of good oral health is a precious commodity. We also know, because we were one of your diamond sponsors, that you created several years ago a Global Vision Fund to help support the outreach of some of your members around the world. How's that going, and what's the news on that front?
Well, the Global Visionary Fund, which really started as an idea several years ago, has grown quite a bit. And again, Schein has had a great impact in helping us do that. But it's not just giving us the support. You are also there when we want to send the products, when we have ideas, and you have a member that serves on our board. That's very helpful for us, because you can come up with the greatest idea, but if the practicality or the logistics are a barrier, then it's not going to happen.
Right.
So it's been a good partnership from that point of view. And we've been able to deliver a lot of care, like I say, in very remote areas because of that partnership.
And we also believe that because your members not only provide care, but they also educate the local community, community health workers, educators, people who live there year-round when the mission is over. You truly are developing a sustainable model.
Exactly. Sustainability is one of our key requirements when we take on any project. If we're going to go and, make an impact, but we can't follow up, then really we've done less of a service, because at the end of the day, if it's equipment that needs to be maintained, or if it's dental care that requires repeat return to the dentist, we've given them something, but it's not the full service. So that's one of the requirements before we take on a project, and we have oversight to make sure that's being done as well. But let me ask you a question. Being with ICD these years, how has it meant for you to understand our programs and our community?
Well, it was an honor to become a member. I'm the third member of Team Schein to be given that honor. Initially, it was Simon Gamble of the United Kingdom, our chairman and CEO, Stan Bergman, and myself a couple of years ago. I think it's always a great recognition that you're making a difference when an organization like ICD recognizes the work you're doing. And clearly, although the work is on behalf of Team Schein, it's through individuals that the company can get better insight into an organization, which led to our engagement with the Global Vision Fund. It led to working with Philip and the international community of ICD. And personally, we expanded our relationship with the ICD US to include not only education, but also to stimulate innovative new community-based programs. So it's always an honor to have members of the marketplace recognize and appreciate what you're doing. So I, for one, Henry Schein has always wanted to do well in business by doing good things for society. What's the message for other companies to respond to think about when they look at the ICD?
Well, it's a good question, and I want to be perfectly honest. Not every company that comes to us becomes a supporter of our company. We do want to associate with companies that have shared values with us. I think Schein is a great example. But we think that there are companies that also haven't really participated in this kind of activity, haven't seen it as how it can be good for them, but it's also good for the community. And we try to encourage them to understand that social responsibility and taking a market, which is dentists, which, if they're doing well, they're satisfied with their work, they want to share. And it's an opportunity to encourage that. So in a sense, we try to cultivate companies that are interested, and we also try and cultivate the companies that didn't think about it, and show them how it can be good for everybody.
That's fantastic. We really appreciate the time we have with you. We think that the ICD is not only heading in the right direction, but it's bringing others along with them. And an oral health community is relatively small worldwide, but the challenges and the opportunities are huge. So with that, I'm going to call it a wrap for today.
Yeah.
And thank you to our audience, and thank you to the viewers of Schein Chats. It's a great honor to represent Team Schein, working with Dov and the ICD.
Good to be with you, Steve.